This. Okay. Hello and welcome to the Northeastern Seattle DSC info session. My name is Cheryl and I am the DSC lead for our chapter this year. First of all, I want to give a shout out to Erina, Leah, and Gobi for helping me kick off this semester with planning and facilitating this info session. Thank you all for your help. Because of time constraints, we're not going to be able to go around and introduce each other, but if you want to put down your information on our Google Doc as a way to network, share your LinkedIn profile, and share your interest. Maybe you can find someone here who have the same interest as you, and you guys can connect with each other afterwards. I think Erina had put the link in the chat. So yeah, so today I'll be talking about what DSC is and what kind of events we have and how everyone can participate in it. So what is DSC? Well, DSC is a student-led organization supported by Google developers that aims to empower students to learn about technologies and to build a solution to a real-life problem. DSC is a branch off of Google developers, similar to the GDG or Google Developer Groups and Women Tech Makers. DSC is a global initiative that was started in Asia and then Africa, and it made its way to North America. Currently, we have about 150 chapters in the US and Canada, and about 1,300 chapters globally. Our DSC chapter was started last year by Nina Lee. She is in fact here, so I'll let her introduce herself and talk about what prompted her to start a DSC chapter at our campus. So go ahead, Nina.
Hi everyone, I'm Nina. I started the DSC chapter at Northeastern last year as the first year initiative that DSC launched in America. So the reason I started DSC was because a recruiter from Google has reached out to me about these opportunities, and I was working as student cohort leader as student ambassador at Northeastern, and I saw an opportunity to really bridge the gap between theory and practice. So bringing the knowledge that we're learning in school and utilizing Google resources and connections to build a solution that can be used to solve our issues. And at the same time, I was just finishing a line, and I saw that a lot of my classmates, because we didn't have prior software engineering experience, so this was a good opportunity for us to kickstart a project that could potentially be contributing to our resume. And in fact, my experience with DSC has helped me a lot in getting an internship, talking about my experience, and like when I was interviewing for internships, people receive these ideas really, really well. So yeah, those are the reasons why I joined DSC and started it in Northeastern.
That's awesome. Thank you so much for sharing, and thank you for taking that initiative to start a chapter here. It is what made it possible for all of us to be here. Actually, I didn't know at all about DSC before coming here. So a little bit about me is I started the Align program in Charlotte, and then I moved to Seattle last year in August. And as a new student, I was looking for a way to be involved in a side project and to apply what I learned in class and also to meet people because I was new to the area. So I joined DSC and I was involved in building a project for our solution challenge. I really enjoyed being a part of it, and it's actually what made me decide to apply for the lead position this year. I wanted to create that same environment for students to learn from each other, to get creative, make some new friends, and especially nowadays, since everything is virtual and it makes it harder to meet people. So this year, I hope to partner with an organization to help solve a technical problem that they have. So if any of you know of an organization that might be interested in partnering up, let me know. Ultimately, I hope to create and support. I hope to create and support a community of learners, and this includes, sharing career resources, host workshops, technical and non-technical, and also social events as well. So why should you join us? Why should you sign up? Well, you can learn new skills, technical or non-technical, build real solutions, and also meet new people. Just like, okay, so these are some of the future events that we plan to have. You can find more information and RSVP on our DSC website. Some of them may not be on there yet, but they'll be posted once we have the exact dates and times. So we have movie night with WIT, Women in Tech. We're partnering up with them. That's gonna be on October 10th. So watch out for announcements for that. And we have a basic Git and Linux workshop coming up in October as well. And then we have a Flutter series those are actually on the website now. You can sign up for those now if you want. Those are going to be October 1st, 8th, and 15th for the beginner. And then I think there's going to be a series after that for intermediate and advanced. So yeah, so watch out for those. And then we also will have a cloud study jam sometime in November. So the question for you is, what technologies or skills would you like to learn? Go ahead and type it in the chat. It could be Google specific technologies or any other technology. It could be activities like, non-technical workshops, or, like resume tips, or how to answer behavioral interview questions, things like that. So, okay, Google Cloud, I see. Yeah, so JavaScript, Node.js, okay. Yeah, I think that's gonna be a good one. Okay, so sweet. Okay, great. Thank you. Thank you for your ideas. Okay, so next I will talk about the Solution Challenge. It is an annual event where all DSC chapters from around the world get to compete to build solutions to real life problems. As an example, earlier this year, we submitted a prototype of an app called Safe Path, which is an app that allows users to report incidents on the streets, like accidents, fights, noises, during their commute. And these are some of the pages that we built. You can see we have the little icons for the different events that we can report. So for the next year, we are really trying to get, all the skill sets, ready to build our next solution challenge project. So the topic is going to be determined, based on what we want to do as a group. So that's going to be determined later. So how to get involved? Well, there are several ways that you can get involved. You can be a member. You can sign up using this link. I will add you to our Slack channel so you can be up to date with our events and announcements and get links to our resources. Most of our communications will be through Slack. If you have been added to the Slack channel recently, like within the last couple months or so, then you're already a member. So don't worry about filling this out again. If you have filled it out but never received an email to join Slack, please email me at cheryl.a@northeastern.edu. So the second thing you can do to get involved is to simply participate in our events. So in fact, everyone is welcome to any of our events. The third thing you can do to get involved is to volunteer to assist with specific events. So for example, if you're interested in helping out with the Git workshop, you can reach out to me on Slack or email me. If you're a Northeastern faculty or staff, or even a student who would like to host a talk, panel, or workshop, let me know and we can work together on that. The fourth thing is that if you're a student who's interested in a leadership role within DSC, I encourage you to apply to become a core member. I'll go over that in details on the next slide. So we are also looking to have a faculty advisor. So if you're a faculty who is interested in doing that, please let me know. Okay, so I mentioned that you can apply to be a core member. So what is a core member? It is a leadership position within DSC. The core members will be working with me in promoting DSC and to help facilitate events. This is a great opportunity for you, for those of you who want to be active on campus, learn some leadership skills, and to have an experience to show on your resume. There is some time commitment as a core member. It varies between a couple of hours to maybe 10 hours per week. It could be more or less, depending on what events we have that week, or maybe if it's a busy week, like finals or something like that. The three positions that we're currently looking for are operations lead, tech lead or tech leads, marketing lead, and that's it. So the operations lead is someone who will be helping me with planning and carrying out logistics of all of our events, help troubleshoot when things go wrong during the event, and assisting me on reaching out to organizations to partner with. So if you have a business background or if you have an interest in it, then this might be a good position for you. An operations lead is probably one that I will be working with very closely. Tech lead is someone who will be leading the technical events that we'll have. They'll either host the events or work with a guest speaker or host on the event itself. Depending on how many events we're planning to have, we may have co-leads for this particular position. So we may have more than one. They'll also be a mentor or mentors during the solution challenge. So marketing lead is someone who is good at or willing to learn marketing responsibilities, like creating flyers, making announcements, managing social media accounts. If you have a marketing background or have interest in marketing, this might be a good skill to pick up, something to talk about on interviews, maybe something like that. One requirement to be a core member is that you do have to be a Northeastern University student. You don't have to have prior experience in any of this, but you do have to be willing to learn and be highly motivated. So lastly, feel free to check out our website. There's a short link here. We have all of our events, all of them will be posted in there, and you can RSVP through there. So I will end here. If we have any questions in the chat, I can answer them. Or if you want to unmute yourself, you can do that too to ask your questions. Let's see if we have any. Okay. Would you mind adding me to the Slack group for a new email address? Okay. Yes. Yes, I will do that. Prefer to join with another email. Yes, if you have signed up with a different email originally and you want to sign up or use your other email, you can let me know. I'll note that. Thank you. Any other questions? No? Okay. Well, if there's no other questions, I can give you 11 minutes back and for you to enjoy your Friday. So yeah, thank you all so much.
Thank you, Cheryl.
Thanks, Nina. Bye, everyone.
Hi, Cheryl.
Hi.
I do have a question. Sorry, I'm a bit late, so I missed some previous information. I'm quite interested in what activities does our club holding.
Sure. Yes. So these are what we have kind of sort of planned so far. We have some social events and technical workshops and maybe non-technical workshops too in the future. So you can find our you can find more info about this in the website. So if you want to log in to that website, I think it should be posted in the chat. And you can sign up for that, but there's going to be more that we haven't really fleshed out, like all the details yet. So you probably won't see some of this in there just yet, but if you sign up to be a member, I can add you to the Slack, and we will basically announce everything on Slack, and you can keep up to date with all the events that we have there. We have a channel called events that basically have all of the events coming up. So yeah.
That sounds interesting. Great. So I just wondering, would there be a possibility that our club hold some like hackathon, like for some team members to form a team for the hackathon?
Yeah, it's a great question. So right now we don't have any plans for a hackathon just yet, but it is a possibility for sure. The solution challenge that I mentioned earlier, right here. So what it is basically what we can do is create groups, like multiple groups, to be working on a particular problem. So it's kind of like a hackathon, but it's not called hackathon. It's not done like through a weekend or something like that. So it'll be like over maybe a few weeks or so. We can like meet up together and then work on it. And you can form different groups you can form a group with your friends or something like that if you want to. So it's a little bit kind of like hackathon, but it's not really. But if it's something that like we think as a group would be a great idea to do a hackathon instead of like, doing it over a few weeks, then I'm definitely open to doing something like that.
Okay, great. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Hello. I have sent you a private message. I don't know if you received it.
What's your name?
Oh, Chujun.
Chujin. Yes. So you want to sign up with a different email, is that correct?
Yeah. Because when I signed up for the forum, I didn't know that the email is for the Slack group. So actually, I have a Slack group in the Northeastern email address. So I prefer to sign up with that.
Sure. Yes, I can do that. I can change that for you after this.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Anybody else? Anybody want to chat with me? If not, okay too. Yeah, okay, great. I'm actually gonna stop recording now. I should have stopped recording.